welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. Today I want to talk about a notebook. I recently picked up the Daily Planner pocket size Moleskine notebook, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on this notebook and my experience with it so far. I've only had it for about, I haven't had it since Friday, and today is Sunday morning, so I haven't really had it for a long time, but just setting it up and using it for the past couple of days, I kind of can tell if I'll stick with this type of notebook, especially the size. I'm not typically a pocket size girly, so this isn't, I mean, it's not a new size. I've used pocket size before. I have a notebook here from a company called Paperish. I got this from Amazon, and that I use this for like micro journaling, so I'm not new to the pocket size. However, for like planning and just day-to-day things, that is a new size for me. So I saw this Moleskine notebook on Amazon. It was on sale for like $11 down from 23 or something like that, $24, which is kind of expensive for a pocket notebook. Just me thinking about it, it's kind of, $23 is quite expensive. But if you know anything about Moleskine, you know how they get down. They are a more pricier notebook brand. But anywho, so I was on Amazon, and I really need to get off Amazon. I should not be shopping on Amazon because I'll tell myself, oh, I'm just looking to make a list for this, and then I make purchases and things like that. But anyway, so yeah, I was getting myself in trouble on Amazon, and I came across a Moleskine pocket size daily planner. And this is a daily planner in the sense that it has the dates, like the dates for each day, and then there's a schedule, and the whole notebook is like that. And it's 400 pages of daily planning. It is ivory color paper, which I prefer and really like. And it has, you know, the rounded corners. It has an elastic closure. I have mine's in this pocket size Moterm cover, which I absolutely love, in this pink quartz. Oh my gosh, this is the most adorable cover ever. I have a lot of Moterm covers, maybe too many, and I think this one is my favorite by far. I thought the blush, or wait, what is this color? Is this blush? This may be rose. I don't remember the exact color of this, but this one had my heart. This one was definitely pulling my heartstrings, this color here. But then when I saw this on a website, I was just like, okay, this is nice. Pink is still my color. I love all different shades of pink. So it's just like, okay, the lighter pink, I haven't done that. But in person, it is such a beautiful color. I love that a lot. But anywho, so I have the cover, I have the book, and it has the elastic closure here at the back. One thing I do notice about the Moleskine notebooks, just them in general, I have a A5 Moleskine, and I do notice that the elastic closure is a bit looser than most elastic closures. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like I noticed that like when I take it off, it has like this loose. I always get concerned if it's gonna wear out, but I guess that's because, you know, these books are made to expand and fluff up, and I guess the closure is, you know, it will be able to compensate all of the stuff. So yeah, it's rounded corners, elastic closure. It does have a ribbon, one ribbon, no pen loop, and so yeah, pretty standard. But anyway, let me just show you how I've been setting things up with this little cute thing. So here's the beginning, like the, what do you call this, like this intro section. Yeah, that's what I'll call it, an intro section. Just put my little doodles and things. I like to title my notebooks for, you know, the reason that I'm using it, like daily notebook, if it's going to be a journal, creative notebook, or whatever the case is. Whatever I'm using the notebook for, I like to just title it in the front. So that's that. I just have some stuff of scripture, you know, just typical stuff that I do when I set my notebooks up. Here's a list of prompts that I can include in this notebook. Like, I don't know exactly the direction I'm going with this notebook. I'm really just having fun with it at this point, but I feel like I can really use this every day. Now, I was using my N2 notebook from Sterling Ink as just like my everyday, just write the stuff down, you know, just a way to brain dump. I was using this N2 size, N2 or N1? N2 size for just those purposes. But I don't know, I feel like a pocket might serve that purpose even better. I don't know. So I'm just, at this point, I'm really just playing around with this notebook and just seeing if this is a size I want to kind of like explore further. I like it so far. I really do. So let me go back to the little flip. So I have some list prompts here, a yearly overview for 2025. I'm just using this to mark off the months as we complete them. So nothing fancy. And then these calendar pages, I noticed that all the monthlies are up in the front of the notebook, which I usually don't like, but I can understand why like a company would do that, because then everything else is followed by the followed with the daily page, and then that's really the end of the notebook. There's nothing else. So I decided to use it as like a log to track a few things, and maybe each month that will change. I don't know yet, because this monthly is really small. This is not an ideal monthly for me. An ideal monthly for me would be a letter size. I love a big, gigantic monthly calendar. That's always been my jam. That's actually how I first got into planning, just planning using a wall calendar, or like, you know, the desk calendars that are typically letter size. Or are they a little bit bigger than letter size? I'm not sure the exact dimensions, but that's how I started out planning way back in the day, just using a wall calendar and just writing all the things. So having something small such as this doesn't really serve me, but I kind of want to maybe see if I can use it in some kind of way. I don't know. So I've just been tracking my steps and sleep, and then my mood. I put my mood like 3 different colors: so blue for good or just content, purple for neutral or just indifferent, and I think this is like a dark berry. What color is this? Sorry, I'm holding my phone to film this, guys. I do apologize. Yeah, I think this is a dark berry that I've been using. I'm using these super tip markers to mark off the mood, and so I didn't do yesterday. I gotta put it yesterday. So I'm just using a mood tracker here for this month. For May, that's how I'm gonna do it. When June comes, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just leave this alone. I don't know. I'm still playing around and seeing, you know, what will work. So those are the months, and then we get to a few pages that I'm probably not gonna do nothing with. They have like this ideas and goals pages, travel planning page. I don't like. Okay, here's a dot grid that I'll probably do something with, a blank page. I can probably fill this up with stickers or pictures or quotes or scriptures, really whatever. I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of a waste. I mean, I don't use these types of pages. I never do. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm more than likely gonna cover these pages up, or just leave them blank. And then I just tipped in a little mini calendar from Sterling Ink just to mark off the month that we're in. And I think as I progress in this notebook, I'll continue to do that. Just slip in a monthly mini calendar from Sterling Ink. I love these mini calendars from Sterling Ink because they're just like I said, a great way to mark off the months. And I don't know, it's really nice. I have this printed on some vellum. It just adds some aesthetic. Just like that a lot. Just some notes and sticky paper just to jot some stuff down. I've been using little bow tabs recently to mark off my months too. Just thought that was a cute, creative way to, I don't know, add some flair to your notebooks. And here's some monthly tasks for May that I'm finishing up, doing pretty good with my monthly tasks. And then some goals that I've been working on for May. And I just jumped right into the daily pages, my typical daily pages that I do in my notebooks. To-do list, I did some micro journaling here. This was Friday. And then this was yesterday, another to-do list. I started tracking my habits on my daily page. That's something new for me. I typically don't do that. Usually I write out a whole habit tracker and I track my habits by the week, by the day, but I'm looking at it as a weekly overview. But I don't know, yesterday I was just in the mood to write out my habits and just see them on the daily page. Did a little what's for dinner and some ideas for a writing project that I'm doing on my Substack for June, hopefully, and just coming up with some ideas for that, and just stuff. I was on YouTube watching a video on, I don't know if it's titled Productivity Menu, and I forgot the video that I was watching. If I can find it, I'll be able to reference it here, but it was just, long story short, being productive and setting your productivity up like a menu, like having starters and then the mains, desserts, specials. It was really quite interesting, and I just took some notes on that. I gotta find that video though, because I really want to reference it. Yeah. Here's a quote by Audrey Hepburn. I like this quote. It makes me think of my family. And yeah, here's today. To-do list for today. I'm doing some tracking here. I drank some water. I did my morning pages. I did my daily text, and probably after this video I'll start working on setting up my Substack page. Yeah, and taking the kids down to the park, hopefully, if it doesn't rain. I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but I'm gonna see. So yeah, that's how I've been using it. Now, one thing I do want to mention is when I ordered the notebook, I completely forgot about the whole Moleskine drama. And I'm laughing because I completely forgot that it was a whole thing. There's this whole situation with the Moleskine notebooks and the certain year and the paper quality and the see-through and the bleed-through and the ghosting and the this and the that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, did I get one of the bad notebooks? I was just like, no, that's why it was cheap. Long story short, I was watching one of Seaweed Kisses videos here on YouTube, and she has like a whole series on Moleskine note. If you are a Moleskine notebook person, or you're looking to get into Moleskine notebooks, check her page out, her channel out. She goes in depth about these notebooks. She's like a whole expert on them. But she was talking about the quality and how some of the notebooks that she purchased, they were like really bad quality, and then like some of the people that follow her, they were saying the same things, that I got bad batches of the notebook, and there was some see-through and bleed-through and ghosting. So I'm just like, oh man, did I get one of those bad notebooks? And then they were saying the 2025 version, which is the one I have, this is the 2025 daily planner from Moleskine, was one of like the really bad years of the production. I'm just like, oh man. And then I go on Amazon and I'm checking their reviews, and they got like 13,000 reviews, highly rated. But then I scroll down and I see the bad reviews. Just like, ooh, this is what everyone's talking about. And you see the pictures of like the ghosting and just it was terrible. And I was really fearful because I'm just like, wow, I probably waste some money here. I probably waste some money, and that's what I get for going on YouTube when I shouldn't be. YouTube, that's what I get for going on Amazon, browsing around when I should not be. So as soon as I saw that this was delivered, I brought it upstairs, I unwrapped it, like tore through the paper, and immediately went to the back of it to do a pen test. And after doing the pen test, I don't see a problem with this notebook. Like, I really don't. Like, this is typical ghosting. This Sharpie is, come on, this is a Sharpie, so we expect that. But like the rest of the pens, this is typical. This is what I'm about used to in most of my notebooks. Like, I don't see what the maybe I got a good batch, like I don't know. And then she was also talking about the origin of where the notebook was made, and I think Ecuador was one of the places where the notebooks were really, you know, being produced, and those were the really bad. I don't know, but this is made in where is this made in? Turkey. This is manufactured in Turkey. So is that one of the ones that were better? I don't know. I'm so new to the Moleskine world. I don't know. All I know is that this notebook is not bad at all. Like, I can work with this. I have no issue with the ghosting. There's some ghosting here, but it's typical. It's what I would expect from what this is, like 70 GSM. That's what I would typically expect. I'm not really, I mean, from some like this, okay, is that terrible for me? No, this is not bad for me. There's a little bit of bleed through, I guess, like there's some specks, but I am using a darker gel ink. The Sarasa Dry Air Fit 0.5 is one of my darker gel pens, and my Right Tech as well. So, but like my Pilot G2, I use that over here. Where is it? Where's that page at? Yeah, this is the Pilot G2. I was writing in different inks purposely just to see how they perform. This is Micron 0.5 or 0.5. This is that ink, but the Pilot G2 seems to be fine. You can see some ghosting, but it doesn't seem that bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe my preference is low. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I do get it though. You know, when you have a hobby and you're invested in things and you like what you like, you like what you like. So if the paper quality is terrible, you're not gonna want to, you know, purchase the notebooks. So I get it. I understand it. I'm just trying to understand, like, is this one of the bad batches? Off the back, it feels like this paper has some grip to it, which usually for me tells me that my pens will be okay. Like, if there's some type of grit on it. So I feel like most of my pens will be okay, even the markers and stuff like that. And I used a good variety of different pens, and I don't see, like, it's fine. This is fine for me. I can make do with this. But to be fair, a lot of the complaints were mentioning that the paper wasn't fountain pen friendly. And I know a lot of people do use like the fountain pens and things like that. I'm not a fountain pen girly. I've not gone down that journey, but I definitely am a dark, heavy gel pen girl. So we'll see. We're gonna see how this notebook holds up. It's been holding up quite nicely for the past 2 days that I've been in it, and I really plan on continuing to use this. I like this. I like this size. It's super portable. I can take this with me out and about. I can move about with this notebook. It's not overwhelmingly big. It is chunky, but it's cute chunky. I like this a lot. So yeah, I'm satisfied with my purchase. Probably will maybe try to pick up 2 more, and I purposely want to buy 2 more just to see if I will get a bad batch. I know that sounds crazy, but I just want to see, like, what is, maybe by this time in this year they fix the paper issue. Like, I don't know, but this paper seems pretty decent. I'm gonna buy 2 more just to see, because I'm so curious to know, is it the 2025? Is it 2026? Maybe I'll buy like the 2025 version and then 2026 and compare it. I don't see any more of the 2024s. I was looking for that one because I think she was saying, Seaweed Kisses, she was saying that the 2024 batch was like the better batch, and so she picked up like a whole bunch of them when they were on sale. But I haven't seen that available on Amazon, and maybe they're just sold out for now. But I kind of want to get like different years just to see, like, is it really that bad, Moleskine? You out here doing this to folks? You got people in a frantic. What? But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me for these few minutes. Well, not few minutes. How long is this video? About 20 minutes? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.